Good morning, everyone. Futures Trader Elite here with NQ Premarket Prep on 9:30. What we have here is we got the 15-minute chart pulled up, and we're going to discuss a few levels and some things we want to look at. So first off, we're going to move this down a little here, and we're going to grab us a ray and throw us another line on here for the time being. Right there, we're going to mark this out to be red. So we've got this 15-minute red trend line up here. We have got this green 1-hour trend line right here. And then there's a green 4-hour trend line right down here. And just looking at some things right off the bat, you can see we're tapping up against the 15-minute. We dropped lower high, lower low, chop, got over here to this trend line. And now we're down here, coming back to this 15-minute trend line, looking like it's about to possibly drop again. This yellow line, a previous all-time high at some point or another. That's what we bounced off of here, and then this is a blue line that we had put in a while ago too, just as a testing to act as support or resistance. I'm gonna leave that there for now. Question is do they try to pull this down today since we've shifted here? Can we actually get this drop down here to this 1-hour line? What I'd be looking at is there's a golden pivot at 836. So if we was to say break this 15-minute trend line or sweep it real good, it might go up to 836 for a rejection. That only put us right here, which would still be a lower high. And so I would be watching for a rejection there to be short. This blue line up here is at 866. I'd be watching that for a short as well. Until we can break this blue line up here, that 866, I think I would be thinking about shorting today until I see a solid break of that line. Break, maybe retest, keep going up, because we got a higher time frame trend line up there as well. This red line, this is a resistance line. And then, well, we're going to take that off. That's too much color going on right there. So here's a 1-hour trend line. You know, if we can break 865 or 66, we're going to be looking for some bullishness for a turn, because that'd be break a structure back into the bullish side of things. So we'll be watching for that. And then let's say we're going to the downside. I also want to watch this zone up here. If we do break up here from 892 or so to about 913, that's where I think I would be. If we broke that line, that'd be my take profit area around 892 to 912, possibly 887, because that used to be a previous all-time high as well. I think if we break that line, though, we're going to go visit this line up here. Now, if we don't break this line here and we see some rejection here, we got this S1 pivot, which is just below this pivot box. And then we got this 1-hour trend line down here, which I really like going through the zone box. That's where I would be playing long, depending on where it tagged that at. 8:30 or 9:30 open, ain't until we get over here somewhere, right here. You know, that would be about around close to 700, and we are at 800. It had to drop 100 points, which it could. So I would be this box here is from 700 to 730 should be, yeah. And then we got our trend line and our pivot will be over here. And then if for some reason we can break through that line, I'm going to be eyeballing this yellow line, which is 646, into this box right here, which is 640 to 603 is this. And I would be watching if we break this line. If we break it and we get the retest, maybe for entry for a short all the way this way. But this green line down here is your 4-hour trend line. Much more positive as far as a reaction, you know, especially if we get this kind of drop, because that's all the way down in the 500s, at least over here it is. If it was going to do it today, it would be getting down to about at least 600 or better. But I'd be looking for a bounce. I'd say this line in this box, but because this major time frame trend line is down here, I would almost think we'd pierce all that and try again. Plus we got a pivot down here, so if it were to happen somewhere, say around noon, you know, or 1, that would be even better, because the trend line's getting to the box, and then the pivot would be about 15 or 20 points. So you'd want to watch for the sweep of the box, if possibly go down to the cut through the line and then suck back up and close above it. As far as levels, I think that's all we got. Of course, I'll update in the live updates ideas channel and Discord, and hit that like and subscribe to this video so you'll be notified in the future when we let pre-market prep videos uploaded, and come join us in the Discord for free. Good luck today, everybody.